The world is filled with crime, yet fortunately, many offenders are found guilty and given sentences for their crimes. The severity of their crimes determines how often they will receive a prison term. Even though the typical human lifespan is finite, those who commit particularly heinous crimes frequently receive substantially lengthier sentences in order to decrease their chances of being released on parole. So in this video, we are going to talk about the 3 craziest convict reactions to life sentence. The video is going to be amazing, so make sure you stick to the end. Number 3. Tony Farmer. Tony Farmer was one of the nation's top basketball recruits in 2013 and was just a year away from becoming a college star and potential NBA prospect. But it all came crashing down for Farmer after his junior season in high school. That is a name you probably never heard of or at least forgot, as he was once a high school basketball star from Ohio in the early 2010s. He did a horrible thing and was guilty, but a 3-year sentence for a teenager in the heat of the moment was a very tough pill to swallow. The Farmer even fainted in court, creating the infamous bruh meme. Even though he had numerous family members, friends, and even the victim that defended him during the day of the trial, calling him a good guy who made one mistake, it wouldn't make any difference as he was off to prison. In a matter of seconds, Farmer's whole life and basketball career were ruined. Even though he was put into an unbelievably tough situation, Farmer faced the consequences and served his time, coming out of prison 3 years later in 2015, apparently a changed man. Even though he had huge support behind his back to rise again, it seems that Farmer blew it once again after he had a warrant issued for his arrest back in September 2020 for domestic abuse battery. So everyone who believed Farmer was a changed man was wrong. Number 2. Alexis Sexton.
I would like to apologize to all my victims. I am truly sorry. I wish them nothing but the best in the future.
Alexis Sexton of Batavia has been sentenced to 15 years in prison after pleading guilty to 3 counts of endangering children. Sexton was charged with intentionally harming 3 separate children. She was convicted of purposely dropping a 1-year-old child, causing him to sustain a skull fracture and a lacerated liver. She was also convicted of fracturing the fingers on the left hand of another child. She was also convicted of bending back several fingers on the hand of a 3rd child who was 6 months old at the time, causing the child acute pain. During the course of Sexton's interview with the probation department, she indicated that she had intentionally harmed children and had continued to do so until she was arrested for the incidents that occurred in March of this year. Alexis Sexton appealed her sentence from the Clermont County Court of Common Pleas and argued that she was entitled to funding for a psychiatric evaluation that could elicit mitigating evidence. The state showed that Sexton bent one child's fingers back until the point of fracture, pinched children until they bled, strangled a child until he or she turned blue, and broke children's bones. Before we move on, support us by hitting subscribe and the bell icon to get notified when we post new videos. Now, let's get back to our topic. Number 1. Tom Murray. Murray was a first-year professor, but once Judy Ross met him, she says she was impressed. He was very easy to talk to, very proper, good manners, everything. Murray's right hand, which he appeared to be hiding during the interview, had small cuts. Both of his wrists were also bruised. Murray vehemently denied killing Carmen, and it continued all night. But if Murray was guilty, he wasn't getting caught that night. At 6 a.m., Murray headed home. I was upset with myself because I didn't push the right button or ask the right question or go in the right direction to get him to confess, says Woods. Murray talked so much that he was now the #1 suspect in the case, but police had nothing against him but a lot of talks. They waited for evidence from the crime scene but nothing was found. We never found any bloody clothing. We never found the murder weapon. It just didn't exist, says Woods. So that's it. Please like, share, and comment your thoughts below if you like this video. Remember to subscribe to see our next video. Stay safe, and we will be back soon with another video.